So what I was going to say is I don't think people realize that the behavior stuff goes from as early as 9 months.
Yeah.
Because as soon as they start crawling, we need to teach them to crawl off the sofa backwards. We need to teach them. You see, I don't actually believe in stairgates, so I probably shouldn't have shared the stairgate video, but I made $400 out of it. So no, it's a funny video, but I believe in not using stairgates. I believe in teaching your child how to go up the stairs and go down the stairs. Do you know what I'm going to share? After this live, I'm going to share a video that I found of Kieran. And I, obviously, in the moment and in the time, I was a secure mum, and I felt like my child knew what he was doing, and I felt like he was Kieran is 11, and I felt like he was 100% safe on the stairs. I'm actually going to share this video today, right?
Oh, can I please vet it?
No, it's fine, okay? You don't need to vet it, okay? I might get $400 for it if everyone comments. No, anyway, I have got him out of bed and he needs to change his bum, and he doesn't want me to do it, he wants Dad to do it. So he's taken his which is his comforter, I think his nappy and the wipes, and off he goes as a child that can't walk to go down the stairs to find his dad. I am watching the video now 11 years later going, oh, but Jesus, he's going to fall down the stairs. Oh, you're such a bad mother. Oh, my goodness, why are you letting your child do that? Oh, he's going to fall. Well, he obviously wasn't going to fall, and he obviously didn't fall. And I was obviously so confident in my parenting that I was allowing him to do that. But watching the video now, this is what is really important. People need the toddler book. It's not just about bedding. And there's a video about the dishwasher, and he crawls up. That's a funny one. He crawls up to the dishwasher and he touches it. And I say, and I need to find new words for this book because you'll say people don't like it. I say, if you touch the dishwasher, mummy's going to hold you. Yeah. And the reason I say that is because parents nowadays are much softer. Like us old 50-year-old parents. Why are you raising your eyes at me?
It's true. I'm not 50, but yes.
No, I'm 50.
I know.
I'm 50.
I know you're 50, but yes, people are too soft. They're too bloody, like everything's a problem. You got to be so careful what you say. It's a bunch of bullshit. I use one of your behavioral tactics, the one where you said, I can't remember which one of them, was crawling away when you were at the netball court or basketball court or the football field.
Yes.
And they crawled so far away, and you just let them go because they need to know where mummy is, not you chase after them.
Yeah.
I think it might have been in your podcast.
Yes, it is in the podcast. It's in the podcast called Lazy Parenting, I think.
Yeah, and then by the time the child realised how far they were coming back, and they were so exhausted they started crawling back, and then they collapsed and started crying, and that's when you went and got your kid, right?
Yes.
People often look at me because when Kingsley decides to walk another way, I just stop. She knows that if I stop or I'm going the other way, she needs to follow me.
Yeah.
And I'll stop, and she's always in my eyesight. But she will then come get upset that I've walked away from her or I've stopped. I'm not chasing you because it becomes a game.
And I was listening to the podcast and I was thinking, I wonder what Brooke would think of this. Is like our mini podcast now, Chatting on Friday Crack. And I thought, I wonder what Brooke would think of this, because I refer to our kids, and I know this is the wrong thing to do, but I can't help it. I refer to our kids like, oh, well, you wouldn't do that with a dog or a puppy. And I know that's going to upset people, but I'm often on the beach in the summer. Are you raising your eyes because I shouldn't say it, or because it shouldn't upset people?
You should be able to say that shit.
Yes.
I'm saying shit. You should be able to say that stuff. Like, I hate this new style of soft parenting and be careful what you're saying. Like, I'm not saying be a hard parent, but I hate the fact that you got to watch everything you say now because someone's going to have an opinion or someone's going to have a go at you.
So I said recently that Nathan was pissed off, and a mother said to me, please don't use that bad language in front of my child. And I was
You're
like,
Irish.
I was like, I'm Irish, and Angela's going to laugh at this one.
Yeah.
I am I have trained myself to not use the C word in Australia. CUNT is used in Ireland all the time. I have trained myself not to use it. I have trained myself not to use the F word. At home, I would go, would you like a cup of tea? Would you like a oh, it's a bit wet today. Oh, it's a bit, and I have trained myself. Okay, I had never, ever, ever knew I needed to train myself not to say pissed off. Nathan is pissed off. I never knew that was a swear word. But we need to rewind for a minute back to the dishwasher. So there is a live, which I will also share. Okay, I'm going to use today to share old videos, right? There is a video where I tell parents that if your child touches something, you need to teach them not to touch things, okay? Now, I know Isabella Bomford was watching this earlier, and I'm just changing subject for a second. Hopefully she's still on here, or hopefully she isn't, because I'm going to have a little say something about her, which she may be on, but it doesn't matter, okay? Isabella Bomford and I used to babysit her in London. She won't like me saying that, but she's actually, when we were in London, I was 18 and she must have been 8. So I babysat her. But then when I was in Australia, when we all moved back to Australia, she was 20 when I was 30. She was 30 when I was 40. I got married, you know, maybe I got married at 35 and she got married at 25. Like, we ended up having children at the same time. So, yeah. You know, and anyhow, she came to my house once with her kids. And it was when we ran Save Our Sleep out of the little house in Bowen Heads. And we had this tiny little office, which had a shop on the walls in the front of the house. Okay. And we were in the office and we were doing stuff. And our toddlers were in the main part of the house. And she said to me, oh, we need to go in. I said, no, they're fine. The house is totally childproof. They're fine. And she's like, no, they're not. There's a fish tank and there's electricity and there's an oven and there's this. And then I realized, oh, my goodness, like some people parent totally differently. Like, yeah. And her kids couldn't be left out in the house. And it's not her fault. It's just a different type of parenting, because her kids hadn't learned not to touch the fish tank or not to, and I'm not saying left alone in the house. I'm just saying in a different room. So with my holding technique, if my children had touched the fish tank, I would have gone up and said, you're not allowed to touch the fish tank. Mummy doesn't want to hold you, but if you touch the fish tank, I'm going to hold you. And then I hold their hands, and some people say, oh, that's so cruel. But my children understand the difference between a hug and holding. Okay, the holding technique. They understand it, yeah? And then I would go up to them and hold them. Well, I did this with the dishwasher, and by chance one night, Kieran went up to the dishwasher and he started touching it. And I said to Nathan, quick, get the video camera. We're going to record this. This is actually this in action. Yeah. This is it in action. This is real life parenting in action. And he started recording me. And it was true. It was a true story. It's how I stopped Kieran touching the dishwasher. Mm-hmm. And all of these trolls and all of these haters and all of these comments came on. I shouldn't admit this now in case there's any trolls watching. But they were all criticizing, and they were being horrible, and they were being so nasty to me, and they were saying, and I'm going to share the video so you can all see it.
And you probably didn't get paid back then, but you will now.
Oh, I might now. No one will care now. No one will comment now, and then I won't. When I put a video up and I expect people to comment and care and get cross, like the nipple shield one with the baby breastfeeding the other night, and then I put a beep up where the nipple came out of the baby's mouth. Did you see that? I expected people to get loads of comments and people get angry. Nothing. Then I put another video up and I expect nothing, like the stairgate, and people get angry going, oh, break safety standards. Oh, it should be on the 3rd step. Oh, that dad doesn't know what he's doing. And you're just like, okay, whatever. So back to the dishwasher. I did not get upset by any of the comments. My clients got upset. I didn't get upset until this one comment put me in tears. Do you want to know what it was?
Oh my God.
Do you want to know what they said?
Yes, of course I want to know. What is it?
They said, why is she doing that to her daughter every time she touches the dishwasher? And I burst into tears, and I went and got Kieran's haircut because they thought he was a girl.
Gee, sensitive for no reason. Who cares? Who cares?
What's really interesting about kids is I took Kieran to daycare one day, and it was a beautiful daycare, Bambini, near where we live. And I didn't have my other children in daycare. They had a nanny, but Kieran was an only child, and he needed people to be with him. He just needed, and the daycare was beautiful, and it was new, and I still love it, and I still recommend it. And lots of other people sent their kids to daycare who were actually in that daycare, and they were in his class, and they're now in his class in school, because it was like Bambini put daycares. This is a bit of a weird thing to say, and I don't mean it like this because I didn't live anywhere near there. I do now, but I didn't then. They put their daycares in. They've got one in the Royal Children's Hospital. They've got one in Newtown, where in the hospital, yes, they've got one in Newtown. They really do, Brooke. It's called Bambini, and it's
Newtown, Sydney.
in the Royal
Oh,
Children's Hospital in Melbourne, and they've got one in
okay.
Newtown where I now live.
Uh-huh.
On the street I'm living on, yes, I reckon there's probably 50 houses. This is not a joke. I think there's probably, out of the 50 houses, there is 80 doctors.
Oh.
Right? As in, down the road, there's 2 doctors, mum and dad. Their little boy went to Bambini with Kieran in the one house. Up the road, I've got my paediatrician friend, and her husband's an anaesthetist on the same street. On the other side, I'm thinking of other friends. Every single house on this street, it's 1 or 2 doctors. It's amazing. And they put the Bambini. It's not amazing. It's just a weird place to live. But they've put you don't have to be doctors. That sounded a bit weird. But it's amazing that Bambini put their Bambini everywhere where there's doctors, right? Mm-hmm. Anyhow, what I was saying about Bambini is I took Kieran into Bambini one day, and all the little girls who were 3 and 4 came up and went, and I didn't mind this. I thought he was a boy. Oh, he's a girl. I thought because I tied his hair up in a little. Oh. I'm going to share that photo as well, Steph. And they thought he was a girl. And it was amazing that just putting his hair in a little ponytail, just putting his hair in a little whatever man bun, according to these children, turned him from a boy into a girl.